Good morning, everyone. I would like to ask you to take your seats. We are starting our session where... Hello! Good morning, everyone there at the end of this audience. I would like to ask you to take your seats. You can bring your coffee with you and continue your conversations also afterwards, when we will have time for probably networking break and exchanging ideas and inspiring ideas, hopefully, as well. As I started to say already, we are starting this session when industry professionals are asked here to come up with very brief presentations and tell about their challenges, what they face when they need to and want to find new solutions, new collaboration platforms with scientists and come up with innovative ideas. My name is Sandra Kropp. I'm very happy to be with you this hour. We will briefly hear 8 presentations, and then hopefully we will reflect about everyone, what we can do better in existing cooperation forms, what we can do better in creating new ones, and also probably as we hear around, and yesterday I heard it was said there many times that we need to set more common values between scientists and industry when we communicate, and also do something that this communication is more effective. So I hope that today we do one concrete step further and do something to make this communication happen. But before we hear industry representatives, I would like to ask here Osvalds Pugovics. Osvalds will tell us more about very interesting platform, research platform for innovative products in biomedicine and photonics, BioPhot. And he's acting director of the Latvian Institute of Organic Synthesis. So Osvalds, the floor is yours. And yeah.
Okay, now you can hear me. Good morning, everyone. And my very short presentation will be from one side. It will be just an advertisement of BioPhot Consortium. On the other hand, I'm inviting you to donate ideas of challenges from commercial sector side, and we will create a bank of challenges, and this bank will be accessible, and we will use it to shape our innovation projects. Yeah, BioPhot. It's a unique long-term undertaking. The program is expected to last for 8 years. Although we have fixed budget until the end of 2026, and the future of our consortium depends on how well we perform. And yeah, 8 years, that ensures continuity of research, which should result in more mature results, which should result in development of project pipeline, and we'll be able to get feedback from the end users, so that those people who are ready to invest in our projects to progress more. So I think this program, I'm convinced that program will really be beneficial for existing enterprises, as we are supposed to solve existing industrial challenges. But also we are convinced that our consortium will create new businesses, which is maybe even more important than solving existing problems. What is the added value of BioPhot? We cut off a quarter of the funding, 25%. And this 25% will be used for workshops, for training, of course, also for project management. But these workshops should nurture communication culture between industry and academia. And at the end of the day, we should teach both our industrial partners and our research organizations to some sort of code of conduct, how to behave, how to negotiate, how to respect each other. And if this will be successful, we should create a continuous flow of information between academia and industry. So innovative ideas should pop up at the academic sector, and challenges should move to the academic sector from the industry part. That wouldn't be just an abstract concept. The web page of BioFOT will have kind of section called Bank of Challenges. And this Bank of Challenges will be created during the seminars, during workshops. We have our team of mentors, and they will be scouting challenges from the industry. Even private conversations between academia and industry may result in identification of a particular challenge. And these challenges will be accumulated in this bank as a general problems. Don't get me wrong, it's not intended to solve a very particular everyday problem of a particular enterprise. Let's say, I don't know why does my tablet does not dissolve or something like that. But these are more general problems, like how to ensure sustainability of chemistry, how to ensure better efficacy testing models. On the other hand, this bank of challenges will also contain contact information of R&D staff at the industry, because scientists from academia should talk to the industrial people. They should understand the real values which are behind the challenges, what are the parameters which are essential. And this bank of challenges should also contain contact information of industry staff responsible for either in-licensing or maybe outsourcing of CRO services. So at the end of the day, this bank of challenges should be a real place where I can see who is that guy to whom should I talk. And with this, I would end my very short presentation of BioFOT, and I invite you to donate the first industrial challenges to our bank. Thank you.
Thank you, Oswald. So I invite you to really do the same what Oswald said. And the first whom I invite to donate to this challenge bank is Lauris Vidzis, chairman of the board of Paul Stradiņš Clinical University Hospital. So please, the floor is yours. I already give you my microphone.
Yeah, thank you so much. So actually, I was happy to see that there's already something in place, and I see a potential collaboration between Paul Stradiņš University Hospital and the Bank of Challenges, because what we are currently working on is something somewhat that would integrate very well, and I will talk about it really briefly later. So as you can imagine, one of the biggest challenges in current environment is to translate everyday clinical problems into practical biotech innovations. But nonetheless, Paul Stradiņš Clinical University, we have done a good job in terms of translating these type of innovations into real life examples. And we have been working with more than 10 industry partners in order to trial and implement new technologies in everyday work. But still there's a place where scientists can play transformative role by participating in clinical immersed programs. Another huge challenge, as you can imagine, is underutilization of patient data use due to underdeveloped infrastructure. Currently, we are in a process of selecting a unified system across Latvia in order to have information flow between clinical hospitals and hopefully regional hospitals as well. Over the next several months, hopefully there will be a decision or go forward decision which way we are planning to do. The good thing is we have a well-established healthcare information system at one of the clinical university hospitals, and that is the Children's University Hospital, and that is the system that we are planning to adopt nationwide. Another challenge that comes with the technologies that are currently growing is the real-time remote patient monitoring into clinical workflows. And with the rise of wearables and devices and home-based sensors, real-time remote monitoring offers significant potential for managing chronic diseases, supporting post-operative recovery, and enable early detection. For scientists and health tech developers, we truly ask to support hospital by building smart algorithms that filter and prioritize incoming data, ensuring clinical and also creating alerts that are meaningful only to detecting meaningful changes for the patients or patients at home or patients at clinics. We have another challenge, and I think this is the probably fifth. We have not submitted ours yet to your 120 challenge list, but it's a continuity of care in a fragmented system. Currently, we lose track of patients that have come to our hospital, that have come to primary or secondary or tertiary healthcare providers. We don't have a continuum of care in our purview. Therefore, we have to support the development of integrated patient tracking system and predictive models that need to integrate with the high-risk patients and digital tools that support continuation of care across settings. It's not only that we talk about challenges, but there's also many things that we have done and that we are continuing to do. We have involved and we have worked with the artificial intelligence industry partners, and we have developed an early stroke detection tool. We have worked on a robotic surgery enabled platforms. We have created digital platforms that are web-based as well as app-based. And we continue to develop technologies together with our scientists and with our professionals and with our employees in our hospital. We have many scientists and professors that are affiliated or related to our hospital that are currently teaching as well as performing their daily tasks, treating patients. We are working closely with the Latvian Council of Science as well as European-sponsored projects. We also are, with the little capacity that we are sponsoring our internal projects, providing some grants. We are looking at other innovative ecosystems across Europe, at Charité, at Helsinki University Hospital, and other hospitals. And we have come close to finally opening up this year our Innovation and Simulation Center that should be a platform or ecosystem for innovations to thrive and flourish. So everyone who has an idea can come potentially through idea bank and develop the idea within the environment that's closest to the real problem, where we have mentors, entrepreneurs, professionals helping these ideas to grow. This ecosystem should include our partners, not only other clinical university and regional hospitals, but also universities, industry partners for biomed, pharma industry, and also investors. And hopefully soon enough, there will be another or two spin-offs or unicorns for Latvia. We are looking forward to meaningful collaboration with the industry and other partners, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for showing your challenges and also solutions that could be needed. And next speaker will be Andrea Altier, the Chief Scientific Officer at Malport. Please, the floor is yours.
Yes, okay, so it's my pleasure to be here today and tell you a little bit more, first of all, of Latvian realities, which is Malport. I'm going to, how to move these, the slides. So let's do like that. I'm going to start from here first. So Molport, what is it, Molport? I say that is a Latvian reality, and this organization, actually I'm also very pleased to see today there is an historical person of Molport, Imants, down there. So he was the founder, one of the founder of this organization. And he was tackling a very simple task, how to buy compounds. So this may sound simple, but in the reality, it's a rather complex situation, especially when it comes to organizations like big pharma that are screening sometimes even 100,000 of compounds. So they need to collect a large number of compounds, and those are called compound library. And there are several suppliers of this compound library worldwide. Unfortunately, this organization, they need to buy from that supplier, from another and another. So Molport, what did, he assembled all these suppliers in one place. And he created, basically, it's an e-portal, the equivalent of Amazon. What Amazon does for the books, Molport does for the compounds. So he assembled 5 million of compounds, so reliable compounds. So pharma can go there, make their cross-selection, and the compounds are shipped to Rīgā, assembled, formatted, and shipped back to pharma. So that's great. The company has been around for almost 20 years. All works very well. Now comes the question. What Molport can benefit from academic world? So there are a couple of things here. So this compound collection is huge. 5 million, you can easily understand that is a tremendous number. Now, when it comes to drug discovery, you can also, even though some of you may not be super familiar how drug discovery works, but clearly it depends from therapeutical area. So there are people that are after, I don't know, antiviral compounds, people that are after anti-cancer compounds and so on. So Molport has this big pool of compounds. It will be also good to have someone which has the correct expertise to, how to say, to discriminate what compounds can be more orientated versus one therapeutical area than another. Okay. I think I need to cut a little bit. So that's the, we can receive some support from academic from this point of view, but I would like also to say one very last thing. So it's not only from the technical point of view that we are seeking support, but I believe Molport is interacting with all pharma. So it can be super interesting to work together with academia to establish or to develop workshops between pharma world and the academic world, and I believe Molport is an interesting interface for this. Okay, sorry for abusing. I'll leave here. Is it like that?
Yes, thank you so much. So probably you will have more maybe questions or interaction with your colleagues after this session, but the next speaker, Andrus Tasa, is with us, the chairman of the board of TBD Pharmatech. So please take a microphone. The floor is yours. Tell us your challenges.
Yes. Hello. Yeah, I'm representing the company TBD Pharmatech. It is from Estonia. It's neighbor from Tartu. And what we are doing, we are, let's say, we are classical CDMO. We can say in that way. This means that the contract development and manufacturing organization for small molecules, they are really small. And our production, let's say that up to now we had 150 liters reactors, and we, let's say, widening a little bit right now up to 1,000 liter reactors. This means that our batch sizes are small. We are quite, let's say, specific field where we are active. This means that they are quite niche products, and this means that we have also in-house the quite strong development group, organic synthesis as well as analytical. But it's and to come, let's say, directly to the collaboration with the academia or the scientific organizations. Definitely, we can't do everything by ourselves, and we have very long, we can say already. Not very long means this one that we are 20 years in the let's say in the market, and I think that this 20 years we collaborated with the Latvian Institute of Organic Synthesis, and also definitely with the Tartu University and so on. And what usually we need, definitely very simple thing, like earlier said, that we have to, let's say, serve our customers, and we are in the niche market. We're dealing with the veterinary, with the pharmaceutical clients, and they are, let's say, it's quite wide field, and definitely we can't know everything by ourselves, and it's great help to collaborate with the partners and to find let's say, help from their side. It's anyway to develop the technologies. It's the first thing. To look a little bit wider, maybe, let's say that what we might need. Okay, we definitely, let's say that the small company, we all, most of the established founders we came from the academia, and we are still active definitely with the different development projects. And the development projects, we developed, let's say, that the new technologies, new platforms, new compounds, what might be patentable, and it is also definitely the point where we collaborate with the academia. The new things, let's say, what we thought, and what, let's say, that definitely it's bigger issue, but for example, the flow chemistry is the issue where let's say. Until now, we are theoretically interested. Theoretical means this one that some of our guys, let's say, visited conferences, learned the things, but very soon I believe that we like to be there practically interested against this one. And today, definitely, we can't not mention the AI. It's the AI is the powerful tool. Okay, it's mainly for the let's say, if we also produce, it is also the documentation production part there, and the AI to use the AI in our processes. It's the thing we are definitely very interested in. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrus. Our next speaker will be Roberts Rimša, Chief Technology Officer and co-founder of Cellbox Lab. And Cellbox Lab is a new generation organ-on-chip startup. So please come here and take the microphone. The floor is yours.
Can you hear me well? Yes. Perfect. So Banana asked me, I'll give you a bit more tactical, sort of actual day-to-day problems that we face. So let's see. So drug development is expensive, like all of you know that. It's much cheaper to develop a new OD model than to bring a drug to the market. One of the reasons for that is that at the development stage, we're utilizing models that are not accurately representing human physiology. We either use mice that are living models, but we are not 70 kg rat, right? The cells in the mice are quite a bit different in terms of chemical, but also like system perspective than humans. On the other hand, you get cell cultures that are static models where we use human cells, but they are not in a dynamic condition. So organs on chip are these new in vitro models where we add the flow to the human cells that all of a sudden spontaneously makes these cells feel like they're in a human body. That subsequently mimics the morphology, but also cellular function. At Cellbox Labs, we are developing automation tools for the organ-on-chip technology. And sort of some of the challenges that we face, or the industry faces in general, are as follows. So in the in vitro model market in general, like how do you think about scaling? Is just volumetric scaling down of an organ a representative system? That's a systems biology question, or systems biology problems that majority of the developers in the in vitro diagnostics will face. Secondly, all of these dynamic models work with flow. So addition of the flow, and we can measure the flow rates, like how quickly we pass these liquids over the cells that we see. But none of the biologists actually interested in flow. Like they don't think about microfluidics per se. But they are interested in the stresses that these cells see. How do you develop shear sensors, stress sensors effectively for these cells? The third one, 60% of the data in the in vitro diagnostics industry comes from imaging. Like if you use transwells, if you use organ chips, you'll have porous membranes where the cells rely upon. How do you subtract the pores? Like, because they are clearly getting in the way of the imaging. Then a bit more complex, if you keep up the AI and sort of this modeling theme, then how do you think about quantifying these cells from images? As scientists, you know what cells you're culturing, but the moment you start using more complex models like organoids, like you have various subcultures there. How do you quantify them from images? And finally, we shouldn't be raising money if we were to get a cent for every time someone has asked us, can you put immune cells or immune systems in these chips? How do you model immune responses in these in vitro models? Here are a couple of practical problems that we face and the whole industry faces. Happy to chat afterwards if anyone wants to tackle.
Okay, thank you. You were super short and efficient. Thank you, Robert. The next speaker will come from Lithuania, Agne Vaitkevičienė. Hopefully I pronounce it correctly. Agne is Vice President of Lithuanian Bio, the National Biotechnology Industry Association. So please take the microphone.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity to, I might not provide some challenges from industry perspective, but I really want to share some thoughts that could improve this whole structure on creating innovation facing particular challenges in the industry. So very shortly, our association is our members are from industry as well as from academia, research institutes, university hospitals, and we closely collaborate with government organizations as well as researchers and VC funds, investors, basically communities, in order to improve ecosystem in Lithuania for life sciences and biotech. And we focus on health technologies, bioeconomy, and life sciences. We're very actively internationally, and one of the examples in Lithuania for the challenge, but like BioFOT is one of the models to help out to create these connections between scientists and industry in order to face particular challenge. We had one last year. I think they started mission-based programs for industry and academia together. They had to provide a mission-based program that would create an excellency center on a particular topic that included startups, larger companies, and scientists and researchers to work under one roof in a more global challenge. So for instance, we have one mission-based project that currently is ongoing, around 25 million funded with the 7 projects inside of the whole consortia, and working on multiple technologies in gene editing, in microfluidics, and so on. So trying to create a solution for personalized medicine and similar like that. So it's just an example. I see now BioFOT is one also challenge, and I think that we have multiple examples in all the Baltic states that, of course, throughout Europe as well, that are ongoing. And one of the ideas, I'm gonna skip, is maybe we can connect. So that's what I wanted to share. So last year, together with partners from Latvia, Estonia, and Finland, we did a very detailed mapping of what we have from industry perspective, from academia, from research institutions, university, hospitals, what problems they're facing. We spoke with investors, we did interviews with these companies and participants, and we tried to create an act of plan. Basically a plan of particular actions, what to do in order to grow this sector. And these topics that you mentioned today, they're all really well connected. And the idea is to actually implement this plan together, to grow a bigger community in combining ecosystems, combining the challenges, combining the numbers. Because we are all small countries relatively, yes? So combining our forces and sharing the knowledge, I think that would increase all the aspects of listed above. So that's an initiative that we are speaking to our government as well, and we hope that Latvia and Estonia will join. And what is connected to the topic of today is what we see in this action plan, that promoting applied research and improving this translational expertise and validating these collaborations is very important, and it's basically we found a way, not found a way, but we suggest models how to improve that, and you can find that in the web page. There's all the detailed plan, also the map of all the industry in the Baltic states, so feel free to go through, and we look forward for your support whenever this year, next year, you will hear any communication regarding to this Baltic Biotech kind of hub initiative or so. So, and last thing, a very good opportunity to show this collaboration is to meet in Vilnius and Life Science Baltics. We will have a Baltics stage where we will showcase Latvian, Estonian and Lithuanian enterprises. Here are some more information. Who's interested in some chocolate? I will leave it on the chair. You can take it. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share.
Thank you, and thank you for invitation. So the next speaker is Rauls Vēliņš. Rauls Vēliņš is General Manager of Roche Latvia, and also will share the challenges of the industry from your perspective. Yes.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm very pleased and happy that you invited me here, and really I have a very good story to tell you about Roche Latvia, as we have three divisions in our country. We have Pharma, Dia and Roche Shared Service Center, which covers globally Roche needs. So besides this, we have also a very nice and new Roche incubator, and this Roche incubator is really inviting new startups in areas we in Roche we say triple win, which means that will be some benefit, hopefully some benefit for patients, some for society, and also for Roche, of course. So, but don't worry, our demands regarding contracts with startups, we are not demanding any share, whatever. The only point which is critical for us that we have first rights to buy this startup when product is ready. We are very focused on products, and our challenge is, I think, as I mentioned already in many presentations, it's very similar. I can tell you, for example, on one example or a few examples, like we have one startup which works with atom force microscope and lung cancer tissue. So microscope is a real challenge, because University of Latvia, our partner, also it's not only Latvian university, also Rīgā Stradiņš University, all scientific organizations are our partners. They don't have very often very good equipment. And when idea is very fresh, it's very difficult to attract investors to these ideas. The second challenge is, do we really have specialists? For example, atom force microscope is not used in medicine. It's more in other areas. So it is a couple of persons in Latvia who can operate and who would be interested to try. And you can imagine how happy we were that it was acknowledged that it is possible with atomic force microscope to obtain visualization of cancer tissue. It's fantastic achievement, and already we have first publications. And what Roche does, we really try to help our partners and startups with specialists globally, as we have global network almost in all countries in the world. And we also try to support them with how to create publications in very good shape, just to reach the most important magazines and journals. And we are quite successful in this. Also, what is our challenge? For example, I mentioned atomic force microscope, but also, for example, histological material. If you look on demographics in Latvia, I believe in Baltics, we have really small number of available patients who received very certain therapy, like immunotherapy here was mentioned. It was very difficult in early stages, when it was very hot idea to get these biobanks who are ready to provide histological material, for example, for 1,000 patients who received immunotherapy, and we know long-term results of these treatments, let's say at least 1 year. And so it was a real challenge. We even went with the president of Latvia to Israel, to Sheba, to other institutions in Israel, and there are always challenges. It is not possible to bring out histological material from country, or there is patient data protected, and a lot of legal challenges as well. So at the end, I would like to invite everyone, if you have a challenging idea, like now, I already so happy that I came here because I met our friends from Estonia, and you know, one challenge was that you were showing mouse in your slide, and we have just the real challenge, you know, this mouse, and we need humanized mouse or humanized rat, and also we have also with Stradina Hospital one project upcoming where we need mouse and in neurosurgery, and OSI doesn't have such models. So we need mouse, but there is no in Latvia any model like this. And now I met Estonian colleague, and he said that in Tartu they might have some. So it's also a challenge, but it's good that there are systems created to find very similar scientists and who might be interested in this. So everyone welcome to Roche Latvia Incubator with your challenging ideas, like we do. For example, with this we will now try to print nervus opticus very soon. So thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, Roberts Melbārdis, will represent, and he's co-founder and co-manager at AMCAM Latvia, Precision Medicine Working Group and coordinator of the Precision Medicine Coalition. Please.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. So first of all, thank you for inviting, and really many thanks to the organizers of this event, which is really great. So yes, my name is Roberts Melbārdis, and today I will be representing National Precision Medicine Ecosystem, and as we call it, Precision Medicine Coalition. And first of all, let me tell you what is precision medicine. So precision medicine is an innovative approach to disease prevention, diagnosis, and also targeted treatment that takes into account the differences in people's genes, lifestyle, and also environment. And the main sort of focus or attention is really to the genes, genomic information. And if you don't know much about human genome, if you haven't read about that, I really encourage you, go home maybe tonight and read more about human genome, which is, I would say in one word, it's really fascinating. So, so American Chamber of Commerce, which is a leading foreign chamber here in Latvia, is uniting 150 different companies. And within AmCham, where I was serving on board, we have a very active healthcare working group. And when we started discussing the precision medicine, we understand that one of the issues is really to bring all the stakeholders together. Patients, academia, healthcare, government, NGOs. And after discussion with a group, with many companies representing, we started this position paper, which we published last year, which you also can find on our website. And as a next step, we invited all the stakeholders to the first meeting. So the first meeting took place last October with all the stakeholders together, and we formally established this precision medicine ecosystem. And which was really great to hear also about Lithuanian bio ecosystem, which is really great, which is a bit wider. In our case, it's really within biomedicine, just much more focus on precision medicine. And today I will just maybe mention 3 out of many challenges which we face when we talk about precision medicine. And it's more technological issues. And the first one is about next generation sequencing and the limited capacity here in Latvia. And that's also, from one perspective, a challenge, but it's also a great opportunity. And this is an opportunity really to collaborate, because the idea is that we really have to expand the infrastructure, NGS infrastructure in Latvia. And since we are not a very rich country, collaboration between institutions within a healthcare sector, between healthcare and academia research is really crucial. And that's one of the first steps which we plan to do. We're going to map what we have in Latvia, not just from technology, but also from capabilities and talent perspective, and then look how we can collaborate. The second thing is about large data, because when we talk about human genome, and if you do a whole genome sequencing, it's a lot of data. We are talking terabytes or even maybe petabytes. So that's another challenge, how to manage that data. And we also see a great opportunity to collaborate also with industry, establishing national data repositories, looking at joint cloud solutions, etc. And the last one, the third one, challenge is AI application, AI tools. Also within precision medicine, already at various institutions and also hospitals, we are already starting to use AI tools when it's about genomic data or about imaging. That's also a great opportunity, and we have to also establish this platform also not only with the data, which is patient data, but also sometimes also when we want to try new tools, if there is a startup interested, we also can use synthetic data, which is not really associated with a specific person. And then you can create sandboxes and you can play around with those synthetic data. So essentially, just before final words, so from our perspective, what we see is very important is really to have a platform for people to come together. So what we are doing in precision medicine, we are organizing a really international congress, which is called Precision Medicine Networking Event. And this year it will be on the fourth year, where we'll bring all the stakeholders together, both local experts, but also international. We have researchers coming from Cambridge and Oxford or from Harvard University. And really, we cover different topics. And at this point, we can say that Riga is one of precision medicine centers in Europe. And also locally, as I mentioned, Precision Medicine Coalition. We have regular meetings, a coordinating group. We have all the stakeholders, including Minister of Health. And the upcoming meeting is in June. And then, of course, we'll also meet as coalition in October at Precision Medicine Network. So if you have an interest, either from industry, from research about next generation sequencing, about handling the data, genomic data or large imaging data, or about AI tools, please approach me after this session, and also look up our coalition, our webpage, our LinkedIn page, and please join our initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. And our last speaker today will be Ilona Platonova. Ilona is Innovation Project Manager at Children's Clinical University Hospital in Latvia, so please.
Well, I want to share you with the experience which we gathered from ECHO hospitals. So there's a coalition of children's hospitals in Europe. We are part of it. Last year, we organized a meeting for our CEOs in Riga. And with help of Helve, we organized a design thinking session about what challenges actually children's hospitals face, so that we could speak with you in a more proper manner. And there were actually 3 challenges identified by the CEOs which unite them all, because we realized that depending on the development level, still the challenges which they now are looking for are actually the same. And those 3 challenges were use of artificial in administrative functions, 360 patient experience, and also drug administration and related medical safety issues. And I will slightly cover each of them separately, because this week I learned that in Poland, Association of Technology Transfer has done a project with large European corporates which work on solutions for industry, for medical industry, and they actually solve the same problems. So we have identified the need of hospitals the same as the large corporates, excluding Roche actually has identified. So for example, for the artificial use for the staff planning, for the home visits application, we also noticed that GSK says that they want to see AI innovation for smarter workflow in HR, finance, and support functions. So this is a topic which large corporates are ready to pay for. So it's very relevant, because also the hospital CEOs see it as a challenge. In the 360 experience side, Roche Poland actually has said decision support algorithm with therapeutic intelligence. So how do we manage the data? How do we help it to become more usable for the doctors so they don't have to click on too many items? We as children's hospitals see that we want to improve our triage process in the hospital. We have a dream that maybe the patient can come and the triage can be done by autonomous systems with less nurse involvement, with less doctors, because there's a lot of vital signs which we could see, like we have seen in Israel, like, oh, you put the hand in a reader, you can see the pulse. It's a very nice way, but also we work on the pre-triage. We don't want so many unnecessary visits to our hospitals' emergency care. And then the last, but the most important thing for pediatric care is, of course, the drugs. Children are moving. They are very reluctant to take some of the medicines and so on. So, and I think that our pharmaceutical industry could actually focus also on, okay, how to dosage, how to administer, how to collaborate in terms of what kind of tools you can use, because there's a lot of innovation which needs to be, in order we go with precise portions and drug discovery. So these are kind of the 3 main things. But then we also look at the precision medicine and development. So Robert's already mentioned we have a coalition, but the Children's Hospital has Precision Medicine Excellence Center, which in a couple of years will also have a bit more data for the scientists available to work on this, especially on genome data. Already now we are scanning every child who has cancer on the genome data for the stakeholders to know, but we will have a more data and also more precise and better shareable with the industry, which is also quite important. Right now, it's not very well processed on our side. So I would encourage, if you see that some of these challenges are relevant, we can give a more detailed description. We have prepared that. Maybe we can then just give to the project team, because there are several questions we worked and we have like 5 pages of the description on all of this together. So I hope it can be useful, and then we can find more detailed projects to work on. Thank you.
Thank you. So you were very all efficient and on time, so we have a few more minutes time. If you want to say something or ask something that maybe, I don't know, you want to somehow come up with some question, it's time to do it now. Maybe otherwise, Andrea, I feel very bad that I didn't let you finish your presentation. I will ask you one question. Will you maybe very briefly and concrete tell what are the challenges you wanted to mention? Maybe you didn't have time to do that in very concrete way. You can say it from here.
So, yeah. As was saying, is we have this massive amount of compounds to offer to the pharma industry, but we would like to have them more focused, so more orientated versus specific biological targets. So what we want from the academic world is some support or to receive some modeling or computational, or now is very popular, this AI support in tailoring a specific subset dedicated to specific therapeutic areas, biological targets, kinases, whatever. So that's, but even technological driven, fragment based, whatever. So that's, can be even some sort of collaboration from, I don't know, the bit more thinking a little bit fooder, so compounds that one can predict the ADME profile of the compounds, so the toxicities of the compounds on animal models. So some supports in this direction.
Thank you. Thank you. Some comments, some questions. Someone wants to share? We can pass the microphone. Questions? No, don't see. Okay, Oswald, I would like to ask you one question. You started with this challenge bank. Are you satisfied what we put it today in the challenge bank, or what still you feel is missing and what we need to do next?
Yeah, I'm really satisfied because the discussion went in the right way. So we didn't present our organizations, we didn't present our success stories, we started to talk about real life challenges. And yeah, I will ask all the presenters to share their presentations with me, and we will discuss how to put them into the BioFort webpage. Thank you in advance, and thank you for active participation. Thank you.
So then probably the discussions and maybe conversations will continue in maybe in some kind of networking events, and I really wish you that all the things that you said and heard today, and we really filled in some missing parts in the communication between industry and science, and these conversations will be really continuing all the time, and we will see the results so soon, and not maybe also in the nearest future. But thank you very much. I wish you a successful day, and goodbye.